Level 90. We're in the latter half of the Pit of 100 trials.
Lava.
We're gonna begin with a new enemy in quantities of gosh darn 5. Yeah, they're not playing around now, are they?
Those are real challenge. This word all
Oh,
ends here and there.
Well, at the very least, none of them have an item on them. That's great. That's an elite wizard. It's the top of the heap for half-machine organisms.
Elite.
Max HP is 12, attack is 8, defense is 5. You could probably guess this, but it uses various magic moves in battle.
Oh
And
shit.
if it's alone, it'll create illusions of itself. It has no real weakness. So just use whatever you've got to beat it, okay, Mario? Let's go.
Okay, Gumbella.
That was using our attack.
Yeah.
They just have crazy HP and defense, so just go straight for an attack like the art attack and waste no time with them. Especially when you're fighting 5 of these dang things.
Yeah.
All out. You can't afford to risk just leaving one.
No siree. This is what you look at the attack thing. When you have 5 of those things, and you don't do any guards whatsoever, they have potential to do 40 HP to you in total.
Surprise, that's like almost all your HP at that point.
Yep. So good call on doing that.
Unless they don't attack at all. And they just power themselves up.
I think so.
Yeah, these, according to this, the first 4 floors are gonna have these new enemies in the in the 90s. So this next one we got the poison puff. I think we mentioned this a little bit a while ago.
You're
That's a
mad.
poison puff. Basically just a puff of poisonous air. HP is 15, attack is 8, defense is 0. Its poison gas attack is 10. These things charge you, but they also save up toxins to poison with them. Scum. Plus you can't touch them when they're saving up toxins, or you'll get hurt. Lame.
Most powerful puffs. Whenever I think of clouds, I think of Melee. Wanna know why? Yoshi's story. That cloud.
Randall.
Randall? Yes, sir.
But it was white. These are green.
It's still a cloud. Can't tell me nothing. Maybe they just dyed their color. You don't know.
As I was
You were white
saying
before.
before we titled it, either we got these confused with another enemy, or I just
No.
distinctly remembering we brought these guys up
No, we
early
were
on
talking
in
about
this.
weren't we talking about the future piranhas instead, or are you referring to something else?
I'm talking about the wizards, I believe. They
Some
said
of
they were
these
different
enemies we-
areas.
I don't know, intentionally or unintentionally mentioned early on. It's the really jerk enemies that we find right now.
The dickhead enemies.
Pipes. You have to be on your feet at all times. Can't afford to lay one eye off of them. Kill you instantly. Especially when these things are charging up and you don't have anything to hit them against. The attack is pretty powerful.
So yeah, at this point,
At this point, all you can really do is use your best attacks, powerful moves.
yeah.
Here's the worst part, is that out of the enemies in the 90s, this isn't the worst thing that comes out of level 90s. We still have one or two more levels until we get to the real jerk enemies in this specific part.
Well then, they don't look, well the animation body right now makes it look like a fight. Shows that you can easily beat them, but then I feel like the enemies that you encounter next are increasingly easy for me. But the ones you're facing were difficult bitches for me.
The real difficult ones, in my opinion, here are the elite wizards. They're a pain to deal with due to their high defense and their high attack.
And them simply being called elite. You know, you can't mess around with them if they're called elite. So, one more title, guys. There's this, and there's one more after that. That's a Bob Oak. That's easily the biggest Bob I've ever seen. Yeah. Is it bigger than the original? I doubt it.
No.
Match HP is 10, attack is 4, defense is 2. It won't attack, but once its fuse is lit, it'll explode after a while.
Just 12 damage?
So the problem is how to beat it before it goes off. I mean, its bomb attack has a power of 16. That's no joke. Seriously, watch out for that. Yeah. Just
Imagine
pull
letting
out to beat it. Pull out all the stops.
Just imagine letting all of them just light up to the point where they all blow up at the same time.
Or
as
you
you
could
splash.
set it off with fire and explosions. Your call.
Or that. That works
Right
too.
now.
Or
While its
hide,
attack is still 4.
or hide with Vivian before they explode.
It's a really quick way to make do with these guys, but I have a better idea. Instead, I think I'll just do a super hammer, ultra hammer, and then I get out coops. It's a
That's-
rather safe way to go about this battle.
Be extremely careful around these guys because they're not fooling around.
Don't even let them get their high defense up. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of trouble with that.
To really get to that point where you let these guys stick around for long enough.
Doubt it.
Now let's keep in
I-
mind these are 16 of these. There's 4 of these guys. So
I remember in a past playthrough of mine, I don't know what I was doing, but I recall letting one of these go to its all the way to the point where it's very high defense.
oh
I
dear.
barely had anything to counter it with, and that was a horrible experience.
It just blew up.
No, I got lucky enough to finish it off, but I had to use most of my flower points.
Oh boy.
Here we see.
So you think about it, and the fact that they can get to attack power of up to 16, and that's 4 of those things. So you multiply 16 by 4, they can do a potential of up to 64 damage to you. So one more indie, guys. That's a Swampire. It's a feared health sucker that hides in the darkness. Match HP is 20, attack is 6, defense is 0. It sucks health from its prey to add it to its own HP. And that totally grosses me out, like you wouldn't believe. If you let it feast on you, its attack will get really high. Focus your attacks on it. Or rather, just don't attack it right away. Attack it when you know that you can take it down in one turn.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real pain to deal with them if you're trying to take them all out at once.
It's not good letting them just sit there for long, because they can pretty much recover their health back pretty quickly if you're not good at super guarding or dodging.
Oh yeah, I remember you doing this, Jack, before you level up.
Yeah. Yeah, because of that. I
Powerful
go
strat.
ahead and use the supernova already. That and using the art attack again, it would be kind of boring, and I think at this point right now, that was just the second time I've only used the supernova. First being was against the Shadow Queen.
Second here for the funsies.
So let's just show why the supernova is just so powerful and such a fun star power to use.
Yeah. Did you become level 30? Here is the. Oh, you're at 29.
Yep, there it is. We become a superstar. Our crowd will get even bigger. So we go from a max audience capacity of 150, which we just had,
To 200.
or used to have, and now we're going to a max capacity of 200. And we get a little bit of audience sound bites stuff added to go with that.
Fire takes place now.
Yeah, and there's that too. Instead of the usual like little fireworks stuff, there's actual fire, and there's some other cassettes that you can have fall onto the stage now that we have it, which they're kind of rare in my case. I've only had them happen only a handful number of times. And it was really crazy for when they actually appeared.
I recall last year you encountered like 3 amazing daisies here or something.
Easy daisies. I don't remember 3, but oh dear. Like I think the star point count when you get when you're battling enemies, it'll just go off the charts and probably be broken. if we happen to take down 3 Amazing Daisies in one battle.
No, I remember you found like 3 of them last year when you played through this game again.
Mm.
It was last year.
I think so. But it would have been nice to have that happen again, but
No.
we were talking about all this gameplay and it already happened. That wasn't the case.
Sadly
Really
enough, we
great.
only have to find one Amazing Daisy this time, not multiples. But
Like
ended up defeating it anyway.
like I've said, the drops, or the rarity of the Amazing Daisies appearing in only level 90, the fact it's all random and you should be able to get at least one of them, but it's going to be really rare for you to be able to find like multiple ones in the same battle.
Hmm.
Looking
Makes
at this
the
thing,
Amazing Daisy so special. They
Yeah.
give you
I don't think the floor we're at right now, this isn't one of the floors that we can encounter it. There's like
Oh.
the specific levels where you're not able to encounter it. Stinks.
Yeah.
How does
As
that,
long as I got to level 30, I'm okay. Because I'm able to show off this stage.
No,
I
technically.
wonder how it even works. How do they set it up so that the Amazing Daisies appear in certain pits rather than them just appearing randomly on all 10 pits of the 90s?
Who knows?
I guess it wouldn't be fair for, I don't know, someone that just finished chapter 2 to just head into the pits and just find an Amazing Daisy. Because let's not forget, their attack is 20. It's the most out of any enemies that we encounter in the game.
Otherwise they run away.
Yeah, they're pretty much cowards, but if you end up defeating it, loads of XP.
It
This
was,
next battle, we should be able to find one.
it was easy to beat in Super Paper Mario, you have to admit, because they don't run away. Well,
They do.
but
They flip dimensions in that game.
you can still beat them regardless.
Yeah, I thought
have
they
to
would
keep
be
facing
gone
them.
forever if they flip.
No.
No, it's actually really easy to take down Amazing Daisy and Super Paper Mario.
There was a little neat trick too, that if you caught it with one of the catch cards, you could sell it pretty large amount.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There was a strategy in that you can get like 999 coins real quick.
You have to have an SP card, because SP was more.
You just get that card and then keep coming down to, what is it, chapter 5?
Yep, the same area where you found it.
And just keep doing that and just keep grinding and grinding and then you get the amount of coins you need for
All you
that
need is
one
3
thing after you beat
All
the
you
game.
need is probably 3 SP cards, and then you're done.
Oh, and thanks, Todd.
Huh?
Is that bingo?
Oh, I forgot I was there.
Because I actually really needed that because of this this part right here with the 2 poison pups. Think that, or I needed it for Yoshi to survive.
No Kool-Aid.
My Kool-Aid.
Weird
I
name
don't
for
want my
Yoshi.
Kool-Aid going bad. Is that possible? Do you have Kool-Aid go bad?
Probably.
No, it's
You leave it out in the sun, not refrigerated.
that could be my job.
You would do something
it's
like
not
that,
out here.
Joel.
It would get all gross.
Yeah.
Nah, it just wear out of its freshness.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if I do get another level up, because we're getting to the point where at some point in the 90s of the Pit a Punch of Trials, we're going to be encountering Amazing Daisies, and memory serves me right, we're going to be able to knock them down, and we're going to get a buttload of star points pretty soon.
I remember you leveled up before you got to 99. I do remember that.
Yeah, and that's when I did my smart thing where I started healing my party members, and then I made sure that I have the party member out that I wanted to have level up for, so they get max HP.
Consumed a lot of video time, but it was worth it.
'Cause I was real serious about my party member's HP heading into level 100.
No, you can only have one. You can only do one.
You're gonna need all the help you can get for level 100. It's no joke, I can tell you that. For sure.
Oh, yeah. So
Toughest boss in the game.
I take about, I don't know, just the 10 levels. I take about just half an hour just to make sure everything's okay. Here's the first Amazy Daisy. Right tucked in behind those 3 bubbles.
I think you used clock out, didn't you?
I don't think I did. I think I just went straight for it. Shell slam everybody.
Hour bound.
And then since I had plenty of star power, I'm like, yeah, screw it. I wasn't really feeling ballsy with the art attack, so instead I'm just gonna go straight for the supernova. This battle's worthy enough for me to use it. Oh, and no turbo controller were used in the making of this gameplay. This was all just natural button tapping skills, which I used my index finger, not my thumb.
Reminds me, video recorded a few weeks back.
When it comes to button tapping, do you think you're better when you do it older or when you do it when you're younger?
Cha-ching, 57 star points.
From answering your question, Todd, I believe anyone can do it. Doesn't matter. You just all you have to do is have fast reflexes with your finger. You can do it. But I'm guessing younger kids would have a lot more trouble doing that.
True.
Alright, so now at this point I'm kind of in a crappy spot because now I have no star points and I'm short enough for the level up. And I gotta deal with 5 Swampires.
It's literally 100 HP you have to deal with.
For that.
So the initial strategy here is just beat them all down one by one. You should have enough, or I have enough attack power to take him down. Just Mario and party members' turn.
I was gonna say for this strategy you were gonna take out one at a time.
Yeah. I was really concerned because that means that if I did it that way, then I'd have to put up with 4 of their Swampire attacks.
You could use the Thunder Rage.
It would tone down the more I knock out.
Taking it nice, slow and easy. Hey, lucky.
I'm just glad that the first one missed because that's the one that I did all my damage to. And I think I don't know if it's this one or one level later on, is that I actually got stuck on this battle because I was burning through all my flower points, my star power, and all my HP, just trying to knock them out. And it got to the point where they were doing more damage than I was.
I think it was the next one.
So I don't know. I think I actually got a game over in one of these spots in the Pit of Bungeon Trials.
Oh wait, you're talking about another playthrough when you did this.
Yeah, like a really old playthrough of mine in this game.
We were close a couple times. An actual game over. But
yeah, 1 year ago was it?
Yeah.
When we were in this area. It was really late, as in that almost happened. I almost got the game over in level 100.
And that would suck because you came so far, all the way here just to beat the boss.
Almost screwed up.
It must be the worst feeling ever. Probably worse.
So yeah, I came to reason that I learned the hard way that you should have the Feeling Fine badges equipped before going into level 100.
I never understood what those did until I got older.
Oh, and you can really show how much of a beating my entire party had. Just look at all of them. They've been soaking up all the HP from Mario.
Yeah, Miss Mouse was worse condition, I believe.
And I was like, what can I do to knock out all of these guys down? But I also
Supernova.
want to have someone heal. Just a major struggle.
Well, you got through it regardless.
I still haven't gotten the perfect 6 for the Earth Tremor. In fact, I didn't even get to 5.
You got the pop
You know,
once.
To be honest with you right now, after seeing all your partners' HP, at that point you were using everybody else as a body bag as well, not just Word.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, because Flurry was down to HP, down low in HP. I was like, it's time to bust out the other party members that I don't use, like the second one that I don't find myself using, which was Yoshi and I think
Kool-Aid.
either Koops or Goombella.
They all
Yeah,
have
so-
their uses.
I found a lot of good uses for Goombella other than the tattling. Because I think maybe she does the most damage out of all my party members that I have.
Mm.
Rally Link always helps in a pinch when you need Mario to attack.
There are some instances where I didn't need it, and I could have been better off just having Goombella attack.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like to your point, it is a really handy thing to have. Like say if you want to use 2 star powers in one turn,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
goes to that point where it's that useful.
I remember doing that a couple times earlier in the pits.
Mm.
Really getting nuts in the nitty gritty. And Boo should have came a little bit sooner to protect Goombella. But pretty soon we're gonna get into some to really jerk moment with the Swampire. Like I want to heal Goombella, but
You don't have
hoping for
any.
the Swampire to attack Mario because he has the Boo sheet. Or he's invisible because of the Boo.
I think I recall the Boo coming on stage and then Boo in the Swampire next.
Yeah, but then he still died.
Yeah, it's not gonna play out the way I want to. It's gonna still go for my party. So I think
Moments
this
like
might
that.
be the instance where I really take my time and trying to heal if I could. Despite having all those ultra shrooms, which I guess we kind of forgot to mention is that we still have all those items that we got before we entered in here. I think I had like 2 Boo sheets, a couple ultra shrooms, 1 jam and jelly,
You could have used them.
a handful of other items we got along the way.
I don't think we actually ever used them, to be honest.
Maybe
Same.
we used 1 for level 100. Other than that, yeah, I kind of. I really had those just for Mario. I didn't really consider using them for my party.
I got a challenge for you. Try going down the pits without any items.
No
I
items.
have.
Jesus Christ.
I think really, this is all. This is what I really did. I didn't use that many items, but I'm pretty sure the outcome of this wouldn't be any different if I didn't use any.
You honestly don't even really need to use your items. You can just use all your abilities that you've obtained throughout your adventure.
Yeah, Sweet Treat and the Sweet Feast would do just as well if
Yeah.
you were to use a mushroom.
Yeah. Well, what can you do, Jack? Literally, what can you do?
On the other crappy part that I forgot to mention is that I think really early into the Pit of Unto Trials, we had the Merly Curse run out. You know, a little thing that
Yeah.
really pops out of
Correct.
the cube and can heal your stuff.
Yeah.
So I made the hard, long decision and had Vivian out in my party when I get leveled up. So that means she'll have all of her HP for when we reach level 100. And her and Flurry are going to be the 2 party members that I use to fight what's in level 100.
Good choice.
400.
But it worked.
Oh yeah. I just kind of gradually thought that through once we actually got there. So one more
Yes.
battle after that. I think I'm also going to just take the time to adjust my badges too.
You think that
Just
probably
being real serious about this.
you probably think I think in the Japanese version of this game you probably think there might be dead bodies on the walls, but in the English version, this is what I'm thinking, that they probably censored the dead bodies in the American in the Thousand Year Door that we see right now, and there probably might be dead bodies in the Japanese version, but that's just a thought in my mind.
I'm gonna have to check on that.
Yeah,
I
where
doubt it.
the later levels of this area, it starts looking like a catacombs where there's a bunch of skulls and skeletons.
Yeah, but
Is that what you mean?
all the differences in what we see right now is the color changed from dark to like darker blue, darker green.
So now I'm real positive that none of the enemies in level 90 they're gonna have any spikes or like fire substance stuff like that. So I was free to take off those badges that dealt with those, and then just arrange my badges to like take on one big enemy.
I'm surprised you didn't put on all or nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't too confident in myself to have that equipped because I didn't know at what point where I was going to screw up the action command when I really needed to. So I went against having that. I just wanted to play it safe.
It's a risky badge. You either do it or you don't. Get something or nothing.
There was gonna be a party version of that badge, but for some reason it got scrapped.
Yeah,
I think it's in the game's code, but it's not accessible.
No, it's not.
except without rat action replay.
Ooh.
And there's also that other badge where you can equip it and then you never miss an action command. But that was obviously a scrap too because that pretty much made it like an easy mode badge.
It's OP.
So since we're in level 99, that means there's no chance that we'll find an Amazing Daisy. So
Yeah.
I think out of all the levels in level 99, we've only encountered it once.
Yeah, it was just one. I recall the strategy when you have Bobbery out, hold fast, and then change out for another party member, and then after, when it came Mario's turn, you switched it back to Bobbery.
Yeah. I should have used that ability with Bobbery when we had to fight the five Swampires. I guess I didn't really think of that.
It was just quick thinking at that point. You didn't have much time to think about that.
Honestly, I didn't know that the Bobbery's hold fast would work the way it did when I had it out. I thought it would be like you use it and then you can't use Bobbery's turn, and you switch out and then it goes away.
Apparently not.
I think yeah, this was the point where I mentioned earlier that there was that one enemy that...
Yeah, he's gonna be a jerk and not go for Bobbery. He's gonna be smart. A smart ass.
No, the Elite Wizard where he just took his turn.
Smart AI.
That too.
When did you ever see that?
And despite me lowering its defense, I still go for the love slap anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't that confident and I didn't lower its defense low enough.
I never really understood Miss Mouse's attack. Just slap and then the audience just doesn't like it.
Yeah,
It works.
for that reason I thought maybe I was doing something wrong.
I know. First time I did it, yeah. Felt that too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But no, that's her attack. The little hop you can do with the stylish.
Kaboom. Oh, all that's left is one more.
One swamp fire.
I think we're gonna play a game of who can get their HP high the most.
You should have switched out from Miss Mouse since she only had 6 HP.
That is if I wanted to use her for the next battle. But I guess I wanted to prioritize having Flurry, Vivian, and Bobbery with the most HP because I felt like those three were going to be my star players. But actually, I thought that Bobbery and Vivian would. I didn't consider having Flurry as my star player until in the middle of the level 100 battle.
Funny
Really
enough.
bizarre to figure out that Flurry would be the star player.
Considering how we used her as a body bag earlier.
Oh yeah.
Their time to
And
shine.
I was going on how it wasn't just a body bag. She was like my blow up doll. But yeah, I see what you mean about body bag. I mean, that's all we're doing. Nothing extra. Flurry.
Yeah.
Just protection.
Using her as a means of defense. She takes the damage, you survive.
I wouldn't be
Because
so
of that lip lock, I don't think it really needs a heal Flurry. I could just have the lip lock do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I was able to just make Flurry so resilient for the next battle that we're having coming up.
Yeah.
We're taking so much time on level 99.
We're preparing for the inevitable.
Now you're just taking the time to heal every party member.
Yeah, everything we're talking about, it's gonna make so much sense in the upcoming parts. Which I don't know, maybe come up an hour after this one goes up. I really don't know. Depends how I feel about how I want to upload these things.
Kiss of death.
Kiss of death. Just have a small gust of wind. Just knock them over. I would say just blow them over, but that would sound wrong.
No. No. No.
All right, last level, guys.
Here we go.